So I started in already. Uh, that is, a journal. It's a writing pad actually. Instead of doing it on my phone, which I have on a notepad on my cell phone, versus versus here. I rather do it here and just record it. Your hatred breeds the only thing you love onto me, my suffering. It won't be long before your breath will be extinguished, and I shall feel anguish of you no more. Life shouldn't be like that, right? But I'm pretty sure everybody suffered in life, one way or another. You know, is there anyone that had a perfect life? Was there ever a utopia, recorded history? Even if there was a recorded, I don't think there was. Maybe there was, but something went wrong. But you know, in the sense of things in this world that we recorded history and a reality that we are aware of, every human being, even every creature, majority of the time suffered. And it's probably the saddest thing to say. The only being that hasn't suffered was the one that wasn't born. How do we know that? So the only way not to suffer is not to live or feel. Shouldn't be like that. Your life is a gift of torture bestowed upon me by a cruel injustice called life. I didn't want to go there with that one line. There's so many things I wanted to say. You know, I guess what I should do is just leave it at that, or just keep. It's the start of a paragraph. So traditionally, what you should do is make a sentence, and the rest of the paragraph has to be attached in context to how it started off, the first sentence. You know, but that, and also I guess I should elaborate and go on more what I wanted to say. I just don't want to say the thing over and over again. Uh, the irony of my presence on this planet is that you were the first one. I didn't want to say the first ones that I grew to understand. I wanted to say that the irony of it all is that you were my parents, you were my cousins, you were my aunts, my uncles, and the way you are and the way I am. That's ironic. I don't want to say it's Shakespearean, right? But he was a literature man, to my knowledge, because some say he didn't do it, he didn't write, but it doesn't matter. But in the argument's sake, ooh, um, the Shakespearean tragedy, you know, or is it just he wrote tragedies basically, but. I mean, the irony is like a rose that grew out of the concrete. Under the circumstances I was dealt with, I probably wasn't meant to survive. You know, I probably should have been dead a long time ago, and much more depressed than I was in my life. You know, um, that's irony. I mean, it's fight for survival. And not to be aware of my surroundings to the fullest extent is, it's not sad, but it does bother me a little. Because things do happen for a reason. And I was haunting myself, and a lot of people started haunting me too. They started putting me down. That, yeah, you could have had a better life, just, if you were a man. Not that, some female said that about something, but yeah, you could have, maybe you left your house, you could have, oh yeah, you would have done it a long time ago. How do you know? How do you know what I would have ended up under certain circumstances? Maybe I would have gave way. Because had an outbreak, I knew who I was, and I went back to the same place. I went through some tremendous horror and torture in my mind last winter. That really woke me up. It was never like that before. You don't know me. You don't know what I've been through. Unless you're lying just to make me feel bad. Either way, I could care less for your opinion about my life. I really mean that. I'm not angry and mad. I'm just disappointed of your lack of strength and insulting me. Because you almost had me there, broski. I was gonna go on and elaborate on that too, but gave me life. Uh, mm. The irony of my presence plan is that you were the ones that gave me life. I was gonna say, but I didn't want to stretch the sentence for too long. Kind of wanted to keep it simple. The irony of my presence plan is that you were the ones that gave me the very thing that you wish I never had, life. That's ironic too. But I think I want to go there. I want to start with that. You know. I mean, see, this is what, and I don't struggle with this right now. My mind's like a little bit clear. I have a headache right here. My teeth hurt for like the third time this year. Comes and goes. You know. there's people relating me messages to me that it's not you, they feel that. And then someone said, oh, it's a dentist, she didn't do a good job. She doesn't know how to do it. She manipulates people mentally to come in there. She didn't even clean my teeth properly in the first time. She doesn't know how to do it. But anyway, the mental blockage is sort of gone. Just, I do want to not just make this perfect, but I want to make it decent, So if I write that, like, oh, I should have went there and that, Something that I struggle with, but it bothers me. That's why a lot of times when I write something, I rewrite it. I just don't want to go into it because I could change this, and that. What if like that? It's like, it's so annoying, It really is. It's not that I can't concentrate or something like that. I just have so many ideas, this and that. Just well, if I do it that way, and then I tell myself, well, why don't I just do this that way? If I want to rewrite it. I could write something else or just grow from that. Now I'm looking for a word that means strong, tough. I was gonna say harsh. Without you, there wouldn't be a me, and your loathing towards me. Oh, nah. See, that's not what I want to say either. Without you, there wouldn't be a me, and your struggle to contain my life's journey. It wouldn't be me and your struggle to contain my life's journey. Mental block. Firm, solid, dense, rigid. That's physical. Hard, compact, heavy, strong. I mean, this is just simple words. Hefty, tremendous, vigorous. All right. Unbelievable. This is so ridiculous, though. Callous. I don't want to go there. I do have books, and I have a thesaurus, actually. One or two of them, an actual thesaurus. Tangible. With paper and everything. Let me see. Where is it? Dictionaries. Yeah. This isn't my my prized possession in literature. I have something else I bought for $20, and yeah, it's pretty freaking cool. I don't know how good it is, but I walked over. I took a subway, almost got lost. It took me so long to get it, just to get that. Yeah. I was like, I don't even have money for water. I think I had money for like a little bit of water. I was like, that's it, I'm getting it today. Because what if somebody gets it? You know, I was so happy to get it. Anyway, let's look at it. First time I'm opening it. The pretentious reader. The pretentious literate. Yes. Yeah, was it? I do read. As you can see, I'm almost done. You know, the book's upside down for like the first 2 pages. I did enjoy it, in fact. It's with a K, right? And a T? What is that thing that goes at the end? Looks like a sleigh turned upside down. What are you people doing with that? Yeah. It's not a character, it's probably you. Such an asshole. Ooh, don't kill me now. But I guess I should have texted it. I should have wrote it. You would have known. So you don't even get that one. This is why laughing to yourself is sometimes better and it works. It's so nice. How do you spell that word? Oh yeah, let me write it first so I know how to spell it. Hard, right. Oh, with an H, okay. Too much, yeah, it's ridiculous. You gotta be somebody out there like, oh, wait, what? Confused. Clothing, oh, it goes by. Nope. Oh, okay. So it went by, like, you know, items. Wow. Yeah, this is pretty big. No, it does. Air, weather. I so cannot read this. Isopicline. Isothermal line. Low pressure. Meteorology. Yeah, give me all the items from that particular field or that, computer science. Wait. Isn't that embarrassing, kind of, but pretentious. Part is, hedonistic. Ooh. Strong, painful, bitter, alcoholic, callous, impenitent, harsh, heartless, pitiless, industrious, unyielding, obdurate, firm, hard to understand, phonetic, hard-handed, hard as nails, strong, pitiless, presenting tough. Yeah, see, this is not what I would like, probably. And I saw this before. I'm mispronouncing it, but oh, here's another thing. Yeah, let's see how it's really pronounced. Here we go. 1 second's gonna end one clip. Let's see. I do. Let me just go. Google Translate. No German. Alright. Roget's, yeah. The G and the E and the T actually. It's not gonna be Roquette. This is my first inclination, Roget's. Yeah. I saw it before and it wasn't too popular. But let me see something else. Oh, let me see. You know, there. This is the coolest thing. $20. Webster's dictionary. And not just the dictionary, just the dictionary. It has other, um, has other things available in there. I mean, this is huge, of the English language. Deluxe Encyclopedic Edition. Wow. Let's see what year it was printed, shall we? They have some older books. Yep. Revised and updated 1987. Main Dictionary section 1972, Library 1987. So it's not that old, but it's, let's see, 35 years old. And it's in good condition. I mean, it's decent condition, Well, let me see the preface. History of the English language. At the beginning of the 19th century, 1800s, English was the native speech of barely 50 million people. At the beginning of the 18th century, so roughly in the beginning of 1800s. Let me see. Wow, that's a little bit over 200 years ago. Only 50 million people. There's years ago I read there's probably like 360, 375 million people here in the States. Not everybody, that speaks English in this country, but let's say what, roughly 300 million people or something like that in the States, and what about all over the world? England, right? Obviously, there's a lot of other people that know English. It's incredible, right? Spread really fast. Is this what I like when I first came to the States? The pronunciation and the dictionary. Oh, I can't show that. Obviously, it's kind of heavy. But let's see. Now, this give me the definition, but let's see what else does it have. Oh, Hungarian. Adjective. Of or pertaining to Hungary or its people. A native of Hungary, the Hungarian language. Obviously, that's not going to give me the whole history, but here it goes. It talks about the country. It has facts. A republic of Central Europe. Capital Budapest. Language Hungarian. 96%. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Lincoln. The county town. Lincoln Abraham. See, so it has pretty much everything, right? The whole English language. Incredible. Here it is. Development of the letter W, beginning with the early North Semitic letter. Evolution of both the majuscule or capital letter W and the minuscule or lowercase letter W are shown. Early Greek. Yeah, I looked at Aramaic language on the internet. The man that was called Jesus, that was his native language. That's the language he spoke. And actually, I don't know if it was just Aramaic or was Greek. There was similarities, but I think the Greek language. Egypt rather. There, Egypt. I looked at theirs, I think, or maybe it was, I had to look it up, but over like 30, 50 years, it's changed drastically, their alphabet. You know, the way they wrote the letters. I mean, the printing press, consolidated the language. I mean, before people used to, is handwriting. Imagine a group of people started writing books or something, and over decades, it just changed. Or on the wall. And then suddenly people began to follow that and started writing the letter, would write the letter A in a different way, you know. Now for the printing press, because you can't change that unless you, I mean, it's tangible right there. At least I believe, you know. And the fact that we have books, printable books, you know, it just remained the same as far as how the the letters and everything is constructed, you know. Maybe it's something else. Now, how did that particular language of the Egyptians, rather, right, evolve, and or maybe some other people took their language and stuff like that? Because I don't know. I got to do some research on that. I think that's pretty cool. It's like, man, well, then what is the original one? You know, like there's variations of the English language, old English and Middle English. You know, I mean, Old English. Do the Brits in Great Britain speak Old English or Middle English? You know, because that's originally where it comes from. But then even that has its lineage to somewhere else, or maybe not. But the word color, COLOUR, color, you know, it just sounds foreign, but that's where this comes from. And you know, here in the States, they changed it. You know, they changed it to their own form. Polish language is Slavic. I looked it up. I always said we're cousins to like the Czech. We're Slovaks, you know. That has its own. It's part of the Germanic family. You know, there were tribes back then, and the Poles they were villagers, or they were just they had it was very rural, but they adopted a certain language, at least to my knowledge. Maybe I should get a book on that, you know, because I don't trust the internet too much. I like Wikipedia, but I seen somebody change some things around according to their liking, not just their beliefs, but their liking, because they wanted to mislead people. Because they do that, and you know that's egregious. That's not just suppression of information. That could lead to a lot of trouble if we start doing that to each other. You know, because I want the history. I want this to be that. It's a lie manipulation on a very large scale. Very large scale. A lot of people do that. The media does something where they say something, don't say something according to their liking. Yeah, and they could easily, you know, just not show you footage. But once you have a book or something like this, a dictionary or a glossary or encyclopedia, and it's tangible, and you know where year it comes from, it's been proven that by others even, you can't take that away. The only way you could do it is by burning it. And the only way you can do this, if you come to my house and you burn this book, because I'm not giving it to you. And once you have published something, I'm pretty sure it's well checked, right? I mean, there can be mistakes, but you have something tangible, and you'll never lie again. Medical dictionary. I have Grey's Anatomy actually, not the show. I did like it, but the actual Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, I mean, I went to a guy's house. I saw an anachronism. The guy was just giving me books. I didn't ask, but I assumed, you know, like I think he said. I assume his mother or father was a doctor. You know, all these books from like the '70s, but medical books, self-help books, like disease, how to cure stuff. And I guess he couldn't use them or something like that. But I saw a couple books, and I didn't even have to ask. I kind of knew it was him because it was the same Catcher in the Rye that I had in my high school and that I read. Oh, actually, yeah, it was Catcher in the Rye and a couple others. It was just the classic high school books in a U.S. curriculum that we had to read, So it's like, oh, I have to get it because I don't have those. I had them, but they're just gone. I don't know if I gave them to somebody or something like that. I don't know. I have no idea. But I got them back. Oh yeah. One day I'm gonna read A Catcher in the Rye. Yeah, Holden Caulfield. You know. Anyway. Yeah, this is just a dictionary about a lot of information. Space exploration. I mean, here it is, just chronology. Earth satellites. Earth orbiting satellites are the older type of spacecraft. The first one, Sputnik, Russia. The Brodsky would like that to know that we were the first. And you won't go there. Because you haven't, right? Sputnik 1 was launched on October 4th, 1957. Since then, thousands more have been launched. These vehicles have become the workhorses of communication, navigation, weather forecasting, and intelligence gathering. The date at the beginning of each entry is the craft's launch date. USSR. USSR. Wow. Oh, wow. So, 1957, October 4th, November 3rd, Russia sent out two, satellites, but into space, 1 month after the other, too. It's 2-1, motherfuckers. No. And then January 31st, the following year, the U.S. did, and they discovered the inner Van Allen radiation belt. And then the U.S. just started sending. Oh no, there was Sputnik. U.S. and another one, Sputnik, Russia, U.S. And then the U.S. just took over, right? Pretty cool. Star. What is a star? I mean, just written in a body, just definitions, but writing's a body. Sound. It is hard to imagine a world without sound. Even the quietest night is not completely silent. That's true. Even silence, if you had good hearing, has a certain sound. It's what? Sound waves, right? Haven't looked that up. Maybe I'll Wikipedia it. Hope I didn't say I like it or something related to it. Don't want anyone to get angry or confused. Hateful. But anyhow, here we go. Close that. The irony of my presence on this planet is that you were the ones that gave me life. Without you, there wouldn't be me, and your struggle to contain my life's journey wouldn't be as. I do have a fever right now. It started this morning. I woke up like I might have toothache. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I don't trust the dentist anymore. I've been to a few. One was a maniac, started yelling, pretend like it wasn't me, it was somebody else. I don't know. Maybe I'll Google it, but it's like, it's not about the discomfort I could go through it. Just that I don't have time, patience, or money to go to the dentist, and 2-3 days later or a month later, the pain returns and they didn't do a good job. I mean, it's a disgrace, The level of incompetency, inefficiency, and inadequacy is unparalleled. I can't believe there's people that actually, get a degree in something like that. Or maybe they didn't even have a degree to falsify, but I doubt it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. To reduce somebody's pain and suffering, actually get rewarded, financial rewarding for it, and then not do it, it's almost as bad as doing it to somebody. Imagine you went around and just gave somebody toothache and messed up their teeth. I mean, you didn't suppress the pain, what you're supposed to do. I'm saying it is kind of criminal to some degree. It's criminal that There's malpractice for that. It's called malpractice. But a dentist scale, I mean, this is painful. I can't go on with my life multiple times. Again with the lowercase. Control. Not a cheap word, but too easy. I wonder if they would say it's a weak word. Let me see. Oh, it doesn't come up now. I don't know. For some reason, I stopped putting an extra space in the beginning of a sentence of a paragraph. I don't know why. That's not how you write an essay or anything I've written in school. But I don't care for some reason. I don't care about that. Periods and commas and all the punctuations, yeah, they do matter, and that just doesn't bother me. Another word, I'm just gonna show it here. This, till. I know I'm wrong. At least that's what it says. It's from until, but it's it's not an abbreviation, is it? It's a shortening of a word, but you're supposed to write it like this, till at the end. Let's see if Google knows. Till abbreviation for today. I learned used it right. For example, on social media before giving interest in your information. Till hey Jude and what? I don't want to know the Urban Dictionary. Why are you? Yeah. Oh, it is before. Yeah, because that makes sense. I mean, because you're abbreviating. I mean, you're taking off the U and the N, so you put the apostrophe to signify that or something like that. That's how I understood it. But then they have different. See, they have different ways. People often ask, is the correct? Well, see, till right here, that's a double L. No, that's a totally different word there. Totally different ball game. Yeah. I mean, I could look. I could go look it up in the good book. That one, right? I mean, without that, would you have the other? I don't think so. And even if you would you know what it says? would it be as good? Would it? So that one is better. But I do it. I wouldn't go too far with that, but I will because it's good. Well, you inspire others to your madness and oppression of me. Yeah. Unlike you, I am not into possessing other souls in any means fit. In any means fitting to. Well, that's good. See, this is the mental blockage. Yeah. I was gonna make this video how this and the other thing, but it's a morning coffee video with just an introspective on what I do sometimes, or what I really wanted to do, what I tried to do. When I started writing in the journal, it wasn't as that. It wasn't as concise, detailed, and maybe the wording wasn't as great. I started making little rhymes. It was really corny. I didn't like any of them. Not one of the rhymes in the first book, I don't think. I don't know if I wrote the story about Joe, and if I did, it was okay, but I started, it was just like practice. I needed to think and, not to clear my head a little bit, but also, have an outlet expression and say whatever was bothering me on my mind. People there and people in the past and whatever, So it was good. And then there was a song, I don't know what I called it, Till the Free Bird Sings, that I actually concentrated, and it was like I don't know if it's a ballad, if you call it a ballad, but that was okay. It was short. Anyway, I'm gonna end it right now because I need some relief for this headache, fever, headache, and I'm not sick. Just it started from the toothache. It's unbearable. It's not just hurt, painful. Like it feels like right here, and I can't take it.